Hey, happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I didn't get to tell you about my crazy day yesterday. Today's been kind of calm, but I was in the middle. I'm doing this video about rail lines and old buildings in Greensboro, and I was reading this book about that. And it's kind of crazy because I just picked a section in this book at random, and it just so happens that the little tiny, this is a big book, the little tiny snippet of this book, the little part that I picked to read, actually shows an old church that I went to today to get pictures of it. I don't know what the odds of that are, but look, I have this big ass massive, there's lots of pictures in here, lots of stuff, and it's all about Greensboro. And I happened to pick the part that had there's this old church downtown, and the front steps in this church are part of a scene in Holiday. There's a scene that takes place on the steps of that church, and they're in the middle of renovating the church. There's a preservation society or somebody is renovating the church. It's super old, or for this part of the world, it's super old. And so it's kind of wild that the very part I chose to read had some pictures of that church from like 1903 or something. That's nuts. So I mentioned that it's kind of towards the end of the video. Anyway, it's processing now because I wanted to add in the pictures, and plus I had a coughing fit right in the middle of it, and I had to edit that out because I couldn't hit the pause button fast enough. You ever just get choked on your own spit? Like they just get choked on nothing, air or something? Plus, when I do whispered reading, you get out of breath because you're not breathing normally. It's almost like you're not really breathing. You're kind of holding your breath. If you try reading something out loud in a whisper for more than like 5-10 minutes, and you'll start feeling short of breath. And you start doing like that. Periodically throughout the video, I would have to pause it and just take some deep breaths and then go back to it. I always have to do it yet. I always have to do that. I have yet to find a technique that doesn't make me have to do that. So I'm going to try to keep this short because I got to call my dad back because my dad called right in the middle of this. I don't know what he wanted. He just said he'd call me back. So and now my son is texting me. I don't know what the hell he wants. Everybody needs my attention this evening, and it's like 9:15, and I haven't had a shower, and I'm not looking forward to the shower. Do you know why? Let me tell you about my day yesterday. So we had an open house. I had to go to open house with my son at school. And so we have his schedule, right? And this happens every time I have to go to open house. And I thought I'd get smart. Like, I'm going to go to the open house late. I'm going to get there about 30 minutes before it ends. Because otherwise the parking at this place is shit. And you end up having to park like in BFE. And then you have to walk 5 miles to get to the school because there's nowhere to park. Well, we get there late. It didn't matter. It was still packed. It made zero difference. So at least I know that for future reference. My son keeps texting me. Oh, I don't know what the hell he wants. We're trying to coordinate something for 2 weekends from now, and he's like me. He overthinks everything, and he overplans and he overthinks, and I do the same thing. And he's stressing about his work schedule. I'm like, I don't know if I can go because maybe I could get somebody to cover for me. And like, dude, I can't help you right now. I can't cover for you. So we go to open house, and the same thing happens every time I go to open house with either of my kids. It doesn't matter. It happens to both of them. And I was trying to think of something to compare it to on the way home. And I never read the Harry Potter books. I never was interested in Harry Potter. It just doesn't do it for me. I know some people that love it. My older son read all the books. He was really into it for a little bit. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't care for Harry Potter. No offense. If you like it, I don't care. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not my thing. But we were headed home, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm sitting there, and I'm driving along, and I asked my son, I said, wasn't there something in Harry Potter, like a train? What was it? A train station, something to deal with a train and 9 3/4. He said, yeah, the stop, or so. He never read the books either. He never got into it either. He said, yeah, 9 3/4. That was the stop or something. I said, yeah. Every year when I have the class schedule for either of my kids, doesn't matter, happens with both of them. There will be at least one class that doesn't exist. It's the 9 3/4 train station or whatever the hell it was. It doesn't exist. The class doesn't exist. Okay? And it happened this time. So we had this class and we had the room number. Here's the room number. It was like B107, or I don't remember now what it was. It doesn't matter. But okay. So we're going to all of his classes. We're getting paperwork. He has very little to get as far as school supplies. I need like 3 tiny things, and I'm going to go get them tomorrow. That's it for school. As far as I know right now, that's all he needs for school supplies. Like a pencil. No, he needs like a composition book, a spiral bound notebook, and some loose leaf paper, and that's it. Shit, I probably already have everything upstairs. I have a box of random school supplies up there. I know I got a pack of loose leaf notebook paper up there. I'll probably just go buy another pack so I don't feel like digging it out. Anyway, so we're looking for this class and say it's B107. I don't remember. So we go and we're walking down the hall. Okay, B103, B104, B105. Oh, we're almost there. B106, B114. Okay, wait a minute. We were going in a nice little order, and then you go from 6 to 14. Where the hell is the shit in the middle? So I was going to try and find somebody to help me, but all the teachers were busy talking to parents and students. Like, I can't bother these people. Where the hell is B107? You know where it is? It's at that damn 9 3/4 train stop. That's where it is. It doesn't exist. And it happens every time. There will be this one crazy ass class that just doesn't. Where is it? And I'll be honest with you, most of the time, we give up. I give up. I just say, you know what? Just ask somebody on the first day and they'll tell you how to get there. And they always find it later, and come to find out, oh, and here's how it'll go. Oh, B107. Oh, that's upstairs. And you go to your right, and then there's going to be another hallway, and you go to the left, and you go that way, and then you have to come back downstairs, go down to the basement, turn around 3 times, and it's right there. I mean, sorry, this building's crazy the way it's labeled. Like, yeah, no shit. It's not where you think it is. No, it's nowhere near where it would logically be. No, it's up Satan's asshole somewhere. Nobody knows where it is. Fuck. B107. There's a B107 every damn year. I don't know. Every year this happens. And it happened this time. One of his classes, we didn't find it. I said, I'm sorry, dude. He said, I don't care. Whatever. Because the first day, they're going to get all kinds of paperwork that's going to be coming home. And something you may not know about me, I love to fill out forms. I do. I love filling out forms. I don't know what it is. I enjoy putting in all the information in the little spots. Just something about it just makes me happy. It's kind of like organizing nail polish. You get everything where it goes in its little spot, and then you can look at the form, and it's all completed. And it just makes me happy. I like doing forms. That's my favorite part of the first day of school, is that my kid, well, it's just going to be one kid from now on, and I only get 4 years of it. And then I'm done, I believe. That'd be it, unless somehow I end up with another kid, which ain't going to happen. No, I'm done. I'm ready to be done. I'm damn near 50. I'm ready to be done with this shit. It's fun, but it's kind of like that 9th month of pregnancy. Once you get there, like I have basked and enjoyed, and I've been glowing, I've been lovely. Now I'm just bloated and tired, and I'm just really ready to get it over with. I look like a beached whale. Can we just be done already? No, I can't get comfortable. I feel bad all the time. I think I've kind of reached like the 9th month of this whole school thing. Like, okay, I'm good. But I still have 3 more years after this. I'll get through. So we did all that, and there was the one classroom we never found. I don't know where the hell we looked all around that level of that building. We went back and forth like 3 times. Like, it's got to be here. It's got to be here. I mean, I'm sorry, it has to be here. No, it's probably in some other building somewhere else on campus, like underneath the cafeteria. You have to dig a hole to get to it. Freaking B107, man. Every damn year there is a B107. It's just an example. It's not literally always that number, but It might as well be because it doesn't really matter what the number is. You can't find it anyway. So, okay, so after that, I get home and I was very sweaty because it was like 10,000 degrees. And we had to park, oh, it was at least a quarter of a mile away. And it was so hot. And by the time I got back to the car, I was so sweaty and so sticky. And I felt so gross. Now, all I wanted to do was take a shower. So, I had a first yesterday. I've never had this happen before. Oh, let me go get something. Hold on. I got to have a visual to show you. So, on a shower head, if you have, you spare no expense and you buy the high dollar shit. I'm joking. This is not high dollar. You have the little knob thing for your shower. This is mine. This is mine. It looks all right, doesn't it? It's not. I went to turn. Whoops, that piece just fell out. I went to turn it. I went to get my shower going. And I went to turn it and the damn thing just broke teetotally in half. Look at that. I had to adjust it with a pair of pliers, which is very clunky and awkward, and I could not for the life of me get the temperature of that water where I wanted it. I'm in there like trying to manhandle it with a pair of pliers, and it just wasn't going anywhere. And it ended up being kind of hot, but I couldn't adjust it, and I had messed with it forever. And I said, screw it. It doesn't feel that bad. Well, it damn near burned me. Look at this shit. It just broke in half. It broke in half completely. I didn't know my own strength. So anyway, I've ordered another one on Amazon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. It's just never in my life. So at this point, my choices are to go in there and try the pliers again or use my kids' shower. I don't like their shower. It's dark and cavernous in there. And I don't like it. See, they clean their own bathroom. They take turns every other week. One will do it this week, one will do it the next. And they clean the shower. I mean, I guess they do okay. They don't clean it to my satisfaction, but hell, as long as I don't have to do it and they're happy with it, whatever. I'll end up cleaning the damn thing before I get in it. But let me show you what mine looks like, and I'll show you if I decide to use this shower again. I'm going to take a little bit more time to adjust the temperature of the water, first of all, and then I have to practice with the pliers. But I don't want to keep fiddling with it with the pliers because I don't want to, I don't want to damage it. And I'm not a plumber, and I don't know. It's probably not good to handle it with pliers a whole lot. I almost thought about taking these pieces and trying to duct tape them together at least long enough to get the water adjusted to where I want it. You see, whoop, it keeps running away because it doesn't want me to make fun of it. Come here. I'm going to make fun of you, you cheap ass thing. See, there's a little piece in there see that? It fits into a little piece in there, and that's what changes, the temperature, hot and cold. When you turn it, that little bit, it fits in there. I'll show you what it looks like now. So here's what it looks like now. See, this part fits. No, you dumbass, it's this way. Theoretically, right there. Yeah, right there. But it broke. It broke. Crack-a-doodle-doo. So, I got my trusty, just in sheer desperation, because I didn't want to use my kid's shower, because I like mine better. See, I use a clear shower curtain so I can see out, because I'm always afraid an axe murderer is going to come get me. They don't have that. They have an opaque shower curtain, and I always feel like I'm going to get stabbed to death while I'm in there. Honestly, the shower curtain is my biggest problem. So I had the pliers, and I was trying to adjust the temperature. I mean, I can push it up and down well enough, but turning it, you can't really turn it by hand. It's just too hard. So that was my day yesterday. The day at work was fine. Everything just kind of went to shit from there. But we did get to go see my son's meet his other teachers, go to his other classes. I mean, just the one. We couldn't find the one. And I said, well, honey, you're just going to have to find it on Monday. Somebody will show you how to get there, I'm sure. Don't worry about it, because everybody's going to be wandering around looking for their classes. It's not just you. So I'm going to go tomorrow and do a little bit of shopping. I got to go to Walmart anyway, because I'm going to get a whole chicken. And I've got the other ingredients written down for the chicken noodle soup, the stuff I need to get. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and roast. I'm going to go ahead and cook the chicken Friday night. And I will record a little segment, showing some of the cooking utensils and things that I think are good to know if you're just starting out or you're wanting to learn how to cook for yourself. Just some good basic stuff to have. Nothing expensive, nothing crazy. And we'll talk about roasting the chicken, and I'll just go ahead and do that Friday night. That way, Saturday, it will already be cooked, and I can go ahead and just make the chicken noodle soup from there. So I thought that would be easier than trying to, take the time to cook the chicken, let it cool down, and, all that. I'll just do that Friday night after work. I'll just have everything set up so that when I come home on Friday, I'll already have all the stuff here I need, and I'll have everything downstairs to make the video, and I can just do it. And then Saturday, I can do the soup. So, yeah. So that's the plan anyway. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out the way I plan it to work out, but I thought that would be easier than trying to do both all on Saturday. If I can get the chicken done on Friday, I won't have to worry about it Saturday, and I'll have more time on Saturday to do some stuff I want to get done. So I think that'll work out better for me. So, and while I'm there getting the stuff for the soup and the chicken, I'll get the school supplies. I have the list, the little stuff written down downstairs that my son needs for school. He's already got his backpack. He found my Back to the Future metal lunchbox that we bought at Universal Studios like 5 years ago. He found it in a drawer, and he wants to take that to school as his lunchbox. Like, I mean, I'm not using it for anything, but you have a lunchbox and it's not insulated or anything. I mean, I guess I'll let him use it. I honestly, I had forgotten it was just stuck in a drawer. I'd forgotten all about it. So, I mean, I guess it's fine if he uses it. I hope he takes care of it, and I will tell him to take care of it. But yeah, I just had to tell you about my... Have you ever had this happen? You know why? Because it was a cheap-ass faucet. But the reason I had this faucet is because, like, everything else in this house, I think this house was made with the leftover supplies of every other house in this neighborhood. Nothing in this house is a standard size. Even the plumbing in the showers is not a standard size. And this was the only faucet get-up that they had that would fit in there. This was it. This cheap-ass shit. It wasn't what I originally wanted to put in there. What I originally wanted to put in there wouldn't fit. I was pissed. Same with the other one. Yeah, in the kids' shower, same way. It's the way it's configured. Not every faucet setup will work in there. Of course not. Of course it doesn't. That's the way everything in this damn house is. Nothing in this house is a standard size. Not even the refrigerator. The opening for the refrigerator is not a standard size. Nothing in this house is a standard size. But anyway, I gotta get off here. I gotta call my dad. I don't know what he wants. He just said he just left like a 5-second message saying he'd call me back. Now I don't know what the hell that means. But I gotta go find out. You know, when your dad is 83 and he calls you, you call him back. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and for being here. I was gonna make a video last night, but last night just went off the rails. I don't know what the hell happened last night. But on the other channel, it's processing right now. Will be a video of me reading about rail lines, streetcars, trains, textile mills, and old buildings in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's what I read about tonight. So that's what I'm doing. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day, and I hope your week is going all right. I mean, my week's okay. It's just kind of been weird, and I hope my new doodah fits. I mean, it should. I ordered one that's like this is a pretty universal thing, so it just snapped in half. I would try to like Gorilla Glue it back together, but it has a crack here, like coming up this way, and you know, I just don't know that I don't think even Gorilla Glue would fix this poor thing. Let's just hope that the new one fits, and if it doesn't, I'll just cry about it or something. I don't know. But thank you so much for being here, and I hope your week is going great, and I'll see you again soon.